Hey guys, pause the video, grab a drink. It's Alcatraz Gamer with another random video out today. I could talk about a lot of things right now, especially since I just did the Mummy review and I went over a lot of the other people's reviews of that, and apparently it's getting trashed, which I don't think it deserves, especially not 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. No, not that bad. I mean, like I said, it wasn't perfect, but like still. Well, anyways, that's a different topic for a different video. Either way, E3 also just happened. So all these new games, well, new, most of them were stuff we already knew, but we get to see more of. Some of them were new though. Like the one I'm about to talk about. So since a lot of stuff happened at E3, and a lot of stupid stuff happened at E3, play a montage of that right now. So, now that we got that out of our chest, my bad. The Evil Within 2 was something that they announced at Bethesda's E3 press conference, which was a lot of cinematic trailers stuff, but I didn't care. I liked it more than any of the other ones, really. I didn't give a shit about the other ones. Other than, like, Battlefront 2 and Spider-Man, I might give it a try. I mean, Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes, but I don't know. I prefer the old PS2 games, but that's just me. Anyways, The Evil Within 2. Now, this is a game that's interesting for me because obviously my favorite genre of video games is horror games. Horror games are my favorite. There's no question about that. My favorite video game ever is Fear. And it's a horror game. It's an action horror game, but still. And Amnesia and Outlast, all those are amazing. Alien Isolation, all great games. I don't know, just something about visual stuff. And speaking of visual stuff, I wanted to play The Evil Within when I first saw it because it had, like, my favorite kind of style, like, visual style of horror movies, like Butcher Shop, gritty, grimy, fucked up stuff, you know. Like, that sort of stuff. I like that. And I really wanted the first Evil Within to be good. And I tried playing it all the way through. I got really close, but I didn't beat the game. Because of issues I had with the game. Mainly because it had a lot of gun combat, which I know Fear does as well, but that's an action horror game. And it plays out more like Half-Life, which I can enjoy that kind of stuff. This, however, it had guns and a lot of gun combat, but also had survival horror. And it had to balance these out, because in survival horror you have to, like, limit your ammo so that when you get it you don't want to, like, overuse it or anything, just not go guns a-blazing or anything. But the difficulty with it as well was the difficulty of the game, because some parts of it would have a segment that would be gun-based, but you wouldn't feel like you'd have enough ammo because it was restricted by the survival horror aspect of not being able to give you a lot of ammo, because it can't, otherwise it wouldn't be a horror game and it wouldn't be scary. Was the game scary? At parts, yes. Was it all the way through? No! There's a level in The Evil Within where you're fighting zombie snipers in an ancient ruin in broad daylight. It's not scary at all. But there were other things that were scary. But The Evil Within 2, I wanted to talk about some stuff that I'm not hearing being talked about a lot, and my channel probably won't help, but I can at least put it out there and make myself feel better about that. So, I'm gonna pull up one thing that they just did recently, is they showed, or on the Bethesda channel, they gave out a gameplay trailer. Let me pull this up. Alright, so, yes. right here, I got it here. I'll play it for you guys, kind of like as a reaction. I'll kind of go through this and show you kind of my, not initial reactions, obviously, I've already seen this, but some things I want to talk about with this. This is the Evil Within 2 E3 extended gameplay trailer. So this shows off, like, gameplay of the game and kind of what we're going to be getting. And so, I'm gonna play the video in 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we got this rating thing. When I first watched this on the live stream, I was like, what is this? That looks so cool. I love that stuff. Alright, now we're gonna get some gameplay. So we got some sort of strange... This reminds me of Resident Evil. Straight up, that is Resident Evil. That's PT. But, so we'll go through this, and then I'll show you something else as well that I wanted to point out. That is cool. Alright, you just have a pistol. Go out of this cabin. Creepy Resident Evil 7 stuff. Going around that, whatever that is. Lots of crazy stuff. Crazy eye in the sky. Wall of Harry Potter. Yeah, like that stuff. Like the boiler room kind of stuff. I love that. Crazy, like, stabbing people. That thing. Whoa. Got lots more fucked up visuals. That crazy stuff. It's going a mile a minute, but like you can still get more of the gameplay. And if you played the first one, you know how it's going to play on radio.
Sebastian, are you there?
Lily?
And there's his daughter. Yep. Crazy fire flesh demon thing. Alright. Only way out is in. Comes out on Friday the 13th in October this year. So that was the gameplay trailer. Now, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is cool. This is taking place in what looks like a town, so it might be like, give me Silent Hill vibes, and I love Silent Hill so much. But, and I decided to go check out the Steam Workshop here. Or not Workshop, the Steam Store. What? It's here. You can look at the game here. They have the cinematic trailer and some screenshots here. So yeah, see, 13th of October 2017. Gore, violent, adventure, action, horror. Alright, so the description here, and one thing I wanted to go through. Detective Sebastian Castellanos has lost everything, including his daughter Lily. To save her, he must descend into the nightmarish world of STEM. That's where they went in the first game with Reuven's mind or whatever. Horrifying threats emerge from every corner, and he must rely on his wits to survive for his one chance at redemption. The only way out is in, as the tagline puts it. But then I looked down here because I was wondering, once I saw this gameplay trailer, I wonder if they had it, if they added it onto the Steam page. And they didn't, but they have a little notification for it here at the bottom. So I pressed read more. And this is what I wanted to talk about, because this is interesting to me. This makes me really want to buy the game. I already wanted to buy the game because I wanted the first one to be good, and I was majorly disappointed. But maybe this one can be good. Please, please, I'm hoping. Oh my gosh. But there's a little description here under the extended gameplay trailer segment they have here. They have a link to the YouTube video. Set in Union, a crumbling city built using Lily's mind as the core, The Evil Within 2 presents a mix of closed-off, claustrophobic environments that are reminiscent of the first game. Okay, and new, less linear areas that will give you the opportunity to explore at your own pace. So that hints at something that it gets into later. You'll be able to wander freely and poke through all the dark corners of the world at your leisure. So, if I'm reading this correctly, does that mean the story happens in like an overworld of this town projected by Lily in STEM. Is that what that is? If so, that is awesome. I cannot wait to play that. I don't know why. I just love stuff like that. Getting to know a little area. I don't know how big the town is. I'm hoping it's not too big, because if it's too big, that might be a bit of a downfall, because it might get so big that you don't know where to go or what to do. But I think it will be able to help itself out. And especially if it's not too big. But this is still a survival horror game, and ammo and resources will be scarce, as usual. You'll need to prepare carefully and move cautiously as you discover the secrets of Union and unravel Mobius's plans from within STEM. So yeah, that's like talking about what you gotta do when you're in here. But the main thing I wanted to point out is, this could be like, this has an overworld with a story. Is this like Arkham Asylum, how you had the overworld of like Arkham Asylum, but that's where the story takes place? I will be so happy if that's the case. If that's the case, I think we got ourselves a really good game on our hands. And I hope it's good, because I wanted to like the first one, and I didn't. So I hope they can fix it here. I am excited for this game. Very much so. So, with that being said, and all this information I've showed you, if this has an open world, if it has a hub world as where the story sets place in, that will be cool, wouldn't it? Like, you'd go around the town and like, oh, I wonder what's in this building. And then you go in that building. It's kind of like Silent Hill. Like they kind of tried to do that with Silent Hill Downpour, which I know not a lot of people didn't like, but I like Downpour. But like in Downpour, they kind of tried to do it, but didn't do a very good job at that. I will knock it for that, because they had a linear story that you would follow, and you would just go from point A to point B through Silent Hill. But while you were in Silent Hill, in the town, you didn't have to go to the main objective. You could look around and do a bunch of side stuff that would affect endings and stuff like that. But this seems more like, here's your hub world. This is where your story takes place. And it said you can roam around this town freely to your leisure. So does that mean we just go around and uncover this mystery? That'd be cool, because then you'd be like, oh, there's this building and that building. Hopefully, this turns out good. Comes out October 13th this year. I love Halloween, so I will be getting that, and I will be sure to do a Let's Play on that. Not just a montage, and not just a failed Let's Play like I did with Doom 64, where I did one episode and then never went back to it. Which I probably won't. I'm sorry. It just didn't make for a good video. Anyways, I will be doing a full-on Let's Play of this. Good old classic Let's Play style. You know, face cam, dark, horror game, just play through. I might edit some parts out if it's unnecessary, but I want to do a full Let's Play of this. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all later.
It's free real estate.